On the surface, V1 is just a supreme machine. It was built for war and features cutting-edge plating that reconstructs on contact with blood. As a downside, however, the plating is fairly fragile, and V1 goes down really fast under direct fire. V1 has an estimated 10 HP, and that's just as much as a virtue. V1 is more squishy than both Marises and Sentries, which makes it strange how it survived this long. I mean, just a single mistake would be enough to kill it. In the V2-2 terminal entry, it said V1 wins because it's more experienced. Experienced how? When you first enter O1, you have 10% health and no weapons. If V1 had been fighting up on the surface, it clearly wasn't winning. It was still trying to find something to fight with. So, how did it get more experienced than V2? This is where my theory comes in. Respawns. V1 respawning has to be canon. Every time you die to Prime Souls, they have something to say about it.
Useless!
Keep him coming!
This implies that the Prime Souls see you die and then come back. And look at the footage. On the last frame before the laughing skull pops up, this eye appears. This has to be Hell itself. There's just no other options. Hell itself is reviving V1, but why is Hell doing this? The solution lies in this one thing almost everyone overlooks. This one moment in P-2. And if you click that you're not sure, as if you had a choice. Because V1 doesn't, and never had. Every single level Hell itself set up for us specifically. Every weapon you pick up, Hell deliberatively placed there for you, sometimes literally on a pedestal. It slowly introduces enemies over time, once with a literal dramatic red curtain. If you try to go off path, you either die instantly or Hell warps you back and damages you to discourage trying. When you die, Hell resurrects you because it doesn't let you die. It doesn't let you stop. It's not finished with you yet. This is why V1 can kill celestial beings, why it can absolutely destroy Gabriel, why it can kill Prime Souls, because it has infinite tries. V1 isn't special. On its own, it could never have done all this. It's just a single untested prototype that has never seen actual combat before entering Hell. And then there's the iconic line. Mankind is dead, blood is fuel, Hell is full. This can't be V1's systems, they only display red when an error happens. No, this isn't V1's systems. This is Hell itself speaking to you. An invitation. Hell is essentially saying, humanity is already dead up there. Come down, there's blood down here. It could be that Hell is using V1 as a proxy of sorts to teach Gabriel his lesson, to push him into doing what he does. It could also just be entertainment with some happy accidents along the way. After all, V1's unique ability to heal from blood, combined with its nocturnal processors, is just a perfect combination for a perpetual death machine, and Hell is helping V1 reach that full potential, at the cost of V1's entire autonomy, but whatever, it's way better to be a stylish slave than dead. You could also theorize that P-ranks are canon too. Hell has the ability to warp space within it. It teleports enemies to you and probably uses this to teleport V1 too, like in 8-4, or when you fall down a pit. Not only that, but just look at Fraud. Hell has absolute power over space. It can twist it into any configuration it wants. It can make a shopping mall, a forest, a city, the literal solar system. So, we know Hell can warp space. Who's to say Hell can't warp time as well? If Hell can warp time, that gives an in-universe reason to why you can replay levels, to why bosses regain health as well when you respawn. Hell is turning back the clock in the arena to before the first hit lands. This also explains in lore why you can use weapons in levels before you get them, such as the Knuckle Blaster in the Prelude, or the Whiplash right before V2-2, which is required to see Sisyphus' corpse and get the saw blade launcher. This could all just be game mechanics, sure, but that's boring, and the theories are supposed to be fun. But yeah, that's essentially all V1 is. A slave to hell. A machine whose fate was sealed the moment it stepped into it. It'll live for just as long as hell decides it will. Or just for how long hell lives. You could say that the death screen disproves the respawns being canon because V1 screams, "I don't want to die!" over and over again. If V1 had died hundreds of times, why so scared of death? Have you considered that the feeling of dying doesn't get better with quantity? Whatever method hell uses to revive it could be extremely painful. V1 doesn't want to die because it doesn't want to be stared down by hell's gaze again. Hell penalizes dying so V1 doesn't stop being desperate. For hell loves to see some suffering. Reconstruct this!
Oh my... As I'm publishing this video, my video on it being hell itself as the P3 boss has reached 100,000 views, and I've just... This is too much. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What are you doing? Like, look at this. The very first day I made this, it got only like... Yeah, first day it only got like around 1,000. I thought, this video isn't doing too hot. It's alright though. And then suddenly it just, in the course of like 5 hours, it had already breached like 7,000. It just, what the fuck is this? How is this video that good? It's not. Thank you to everyone who's watched this, to everyone who's liked it, to everyone who's commented and subscribed. Though, thank you. I can't promise I'm gonna do too much YouTube because I have a lot of things to do academically, but thank you. I'll try to make more when I can, but yeah.